This is Katerin with VIVE Katerin. I'm in Garden City, New York at the Cupcake Corner to try some delicious tasting cupcakes. Let's go check it out. So Laura, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me here this morning.
You're welcome.
What a beautiful place that you have. Gorgeous colors, just absolutely a great place to sit down and have a cupcake and a cup of coffee and relax on a Sunday morning. Tell us more about the Cupcake Corner.
Well, we opened almost exactly 2 years ago. My daughter is a pastry chef. She had just graduated 3 years prior to us opening. And she, along with her childhood best friend, are our pastry chefs. And we were walking the dog and we saw this beautiful space available and we snatched it up, and it took about 8 months to get everything together, and we've been open for 2 years now.
So Laura, what were some of the challenges that you faced in the beginning?
I had never been in the restaurant business. My background is in IT for 20 years, so this was completely new to me. And the two chefs, although they're excellent chefs, they had only been out of school for 3 years, which is not a very long time. But they did have a lot of experience working at the Chocolate Room in Brooklyn, which is Zagat rated #1 dessert bar in all of New York. So it just took a lot of trial and error in the beginning.
What would you say is the most popular cupcake?
By far, our most popular cupcake is red velvet. But the second most popular cupcake, and the one that we're most proud of, is called Banana Joe. And that was a creation of one of our chefs, Laura, who's also named Laura. It's a banana cake with peanut butter filling and chocolate frosting, and that's one of our signature cupcakes.
That sounds amazing. And actually, red velvet is my favorite.
I think red velvet is everybody's favorite.
So tell me a little bit about your daughter today and what that's like for you to see her running and operating, you know, as well as designing a lot of the cupcakes that you sell day to day. What's that like for you?
It's fun. You know, she's always going to be my little 7-year-old girl. Even though she's 30. So it's been interesting to watch her do something that she excels at. You know, we had a very difficult period when she was a teenager, as most parents do, and I think that stuck in my head for a very long time, and it's very refreshing to see her and her best friend, who I also watched grow up and go through the terrible teenagedom. They are just very, very good at what they do. They're very dedicated, both of them. And they've been, in the 2 years that we've been open, they've never complained about the workload, the stresses. They work 7 days a week for the first year. And now, you know, even though they work 6 days a week, they still go home and they're working on projects and stuff like that. So it's been very rewarding. And that's why we did this. We did this for them.
Now, I know that you get involved with the community here. Tell me more about your community involvement.
Well, I have 2 Girl Scout troops. I'm very involved with the PTA in Garden City, and it's just a very nice place to live. We live a block away from the store, and this section is called the Western section of Garden City. So there are 15 merchants on this block that combined their efforts to do things together, to bring more people to our area of Garden City.
So I understand that you also have a cupcake too, right across the street.
Yes, we do.
So tell us more about some of those events and parties that go on at Cupcake 2.
When we first opened the Bakery Cafe, we were asked in our second week of business if we would host birthday parties, because the decor is very cute, it's very whimsical, it's very inviting, and we began doing birthday parties in the bakery. And it gets very busy, especially on the weekends, so it was very crowded. There wasn't a lot of room to do the things that we wanted to do. So after our first year in business, we saw the place across the street was vacant. we quickly snatched it up, and it had been a vacant office building, so all we really did was decorate. And we have a 1,500 square foot party facility where we do not just children's parties, but bridal showers, baby showers, and we have a beautiful English garden in the back where we do traditional English tea parties.
And you also have women's book club meetings,
Women's
right?
book club meetings, usually on Thursday nights, or we have the occasional ladies' night out event, which is nice because, once again, we partner with a lot of the other merchants on the block. So women will come here, have something to eat, they'll talk, they'll have coffee and cupcakes, and then they'll go get their nails done at the nail salon 2 doors down.
Fun.
Yeah.
What would you say is your inspiration for keeping the Cupcake Corner such a successful business today?
I think that, it's been very challenging over the past 2 years, especially in a poor economy. And I think I would have to say it's my daughter and her friend. My daughter was involved in the World Trade Center. She worked there and was in the building in Tower 2 when the plane hit. And, she thankfully survived, by a matter of 5 minutes. And ever since then, I think that's changed all of our perspectives, because I worked in a job that I hated for many years in an industry that I wasn't happy with. And now I don't believe that anyone should waste their time doing something for a living that they don't fully enjoy, if at all possible. So we do this for them. We do this for Lisa and Laura so they could have a great future.
So what tips can you offer to those that are in a position that they're not happy with and they are really passionate about doing something else?
I would pursue whatever it is that you feel would make you happy. And sometimes, especially younger people, don't know what that is. But I would say try new things. Try something. The worst thing that could happen is you find out that that's not your calling. But then you try something else and maybe that is.
Excellent. Thank you.